Hello everyone. Now, this is being recorded right after the Eustace Kid video, but now we are going to be taking a look at Daima Goku, the adult version. Now, I've got Vegeta over here as well, so he's going to be recorded as well here soon, but we'll be taking a look like I'm going to make, usual with these reviews. We're going to review the box, then we'll review the accessories, and then the figure. And then we'll do a size comparison. So, I'll show you the box. So, looking at the box, it is a little different than your, typical Dragon Ball box for these figures. I mean, to start off with, you've got the little swoops here, right here, when it's usually just a nice cut look there. The box is a little different, because most of these Daima figures, the silhouettes on the back here aren't one solid color. It's like a purple and a yellow. But you've got sort of a picture of the figure here. You've got, coming up onto the top part of the box here, you've got a Kamehameha pose. For whatever reason, they decided to do a fist display. Like, they're like, oh yeah, take a look at his fist. Then you've got one right here and here. And then you've got the back of the box that shows you all the stuff you can do with him. The side of the box here. Like I said, it is a little different than most of the SHF boxes for the Dragon Ball stuff, because it's got the markings here, like the lines, as the top of it. And there's the bottom of it. So, I mean, it's definitely different from your most standard Dragon Ball box. It is not, atrociously different. And when I say atrociously, I don't mean terribly, but I mean, it's not a lot different. But I mean, it's not a bad looking design for a box for the figure, but I mean, not really here to discuss about the box. So let's get on to the accessories. So instead of starting off with the faces, because this one comes with two things that normally some figures wouldn't come with, versus just faces and hands. It comes with a windswept hair, which isn't, terrible. It's pretty nice, actually. It's a pretty decent head sculpt, which it's just like the base head. You just pop the bangs off like that, and then just plug it back in once you have the face of your choice in. Then, it comes with a windswept, believe you would call this a skirt piece? Or if you want to call it, you could say it's the part of his top shirt. But, you've got I'm going to call it a skirt piece because it looks like a skirt to me. But you've got a skirt piece here. Now onto his faces. You've got the one that he comes with in the box. Well, that's on the head. You have the, like, happy face. Then you've got the, of course, can't be a Dragon Ball figure without this. You've got the yelling face. You've got the looking to the side face with the teeth gritting like to the side face. And then you've got his stern face, which personally I like the happy face and the stern face for it when it comes to his faces. Now, he comes with anything you'd normally think a Goku would come with. He comes with two wide open palm hands. Then he comes with, like I said, most of these figures come with fists. I'm not going to go too in-depth with those, but he comes with a pair of fists. Comes with some martial arts hands. And he comes with some Kamehameha hands, or open grip palm hands. So, let me pause and we'll go over the figure now. So now, here we have the figure, which Goku seems very interested in the camera here. But, for the most part, the articulation on this is super great. Like, I'm loving the direction that these figures are going in now. Especially with the shoulders here. The shoulders are such an improvement from the older Gokus. Because the older shoulders used to be how do I say this without sounding, I don't know, like a hater? They were not great. Because, I mean, this was about as much of a bend you could get with them. Or just trying to pose any of them was a pain in the butt. But with these, I mean, you pull the shoulder out enough, it goes like a lot like this. I mean, you definitely are able to cross the arms here if I can pose him or move his arms right. I mean, don't take my word for it. I mean, there's plenty of reviews out there that'll tell you this is a really good Goku figure. I mean, most figures aren't going to be able to do that. Like, it's just the shoulder design to me is just such a better design in terms of shoulders, because the older one, you know, they passed for pretty good. They were pretty good. They weren't excellent. They were pretty good, though. But, Daima Goku, he's obviously slimmer, because in Daima, he's obviously slimmer. But, for me, this looks pretty good. I like this being a base Goku, especially the articulation. You get about that much going up with his arm, come back down. You get about that much going out. And like I said, we've already been over the arms here. He gets hella good freaking biceps or butterfly joint swivel there. Then he's got 360 in the biceps for both arms. For the bend at the bicep, you get about that much. Like, the arms are your typical arms, only the shoulders are, you know, beautifully done. Ab crunch, you get about that much. I know there's a mod that goes around that you can do. I believe it's you take the little piece out of here in the torso, and you get like a really better articulation. But I don't know. It's nothing I want to do, because I don't care about doing a ab crunch for him. And that is another thing to look out for. Thanks for showing that off, Goku. When you bend him, sometimes this piece here, since it's one solid rubber piece, will split from where it was. But it's really simple to put back in, and it's really simple to put out, too. All you do is just push in, and there you go, it's back to normal. But, legs, you get about that much. Yeah, about that much, which are immaculate, really great. Then you get about that much in his knee. The foot, you get about that much. Then you get about that much going down. I feel like Eustace got a little bit more in terms of the foot, but a pretty decent foot here. Then he, of course, has got toe articulation. Then what is cool with this figure is you can kind of move the boot back and forth. I believe the Games Begin one has that as well, but most people I've seen will just glue it there because it is the most useless articulation when it comes to on that. This one, it's not too bad though. But then it's on a 3.0 style as well. That's what the underpiece of the skirt looks like. It's on the ball here into the thigh. But for that accessory I showed earlier, real quick though, before we do go over that accessory I showed earlier, it gets about that much looking up and that much looking down, which he gets like really good looking down motion. Then for the head, you can tilt it about that much. Obviously, you're not going to be able to get a full side-to-side tilt because of the head here with the hair. Then you get about that much. I mean, you get pretty much any kind of pose you'd want the head to be in. Then to full-on take the piece here off, and you're probably wondering, well, does he come with a second belt? No. You just pull them apart like that. You split them up like Gojo. Pop this off. His belt. You don't want to display him with that. You just go. You have the two little prongs on the bottom of the belts here. And you just go. Boom. Plug it right in. There you go. Then you just. He's got this special plunger on his legs too. And like I said before, this pretty much, that's what he would look like without the skirt piece. There is a believe a soft goods piece where you just take the hard plastic piece here, pop it off, and then you could you know, give him his traditional Goku look. But you just plug that back on there. You're not really plugging it, you're just kind of setting it there. Then you just put that back on and you'll hear a click. Then you have a windswept hair, because then you can, you know, pose him however you'd want with the windswept hair. Or not hair, more like the skirt piece. But to me, I feel like he gets a little bit of better articulation once you put this on, which makes sense because it's not, you know, there when you're posing him. But this definitely works for, like, if you want to make it look like he's charging up or something, then the hairpiece. We'll go over that. So, pop the head off, just like that. And then let's go with the yelling face. Then, like I said, all you do is just pop it in like the base head sculpt. Just like that. And then you just go basic stuff, head swaps and stuff. But now it looks like he's posed up for, you know, charging. And I mean, you can even throw his arms in like that pretty decently. So it looks like he's, like, you know, full power charging. Now, in terms of rating, I'm going to give this man a 9 out of 10. Only because I don't like because sometimes when you're posing, this middle joint is a pain in the ass. But for the most part, solid figure. Like, genuinely like this one. And, you know, with there being so many, like, so many, like, options and stuff you can do for this mold here, this one can be practically anything you want it to be. I mean, you can have your traditional Goku when it comes to the removing this skirt piece here, or there's like there's neck conversion things where you just pop this neck piece out and you can take all your older Gokus and pop that on there. There's like so much stuff you can do with this one here, and the articulation on it compared to an older one is so much better, which I mean makes sense because it is a newer mold, newer figure, newer engineering. But for me, I feel like it's not bad, but like I said, I just don't like I mean, I'm not, you know, I don't hate it, but it's not my desired joint piece for this middle here. Because sometimes, like I said, when posing him, it's kind of annoying, but I still think this Goku is great. And especially if you want just a base Goku and you like the shirt going into a skirt piece here look. Because this is like, I don't know, I like this design too. I do wish that this piece right here was soft goods, because once we get to the Vegeta, I'll show you what I mean by that. But the piece here on the Vegeta is a soft goods, so you practically can get really good kicks and stuff for Vegeta. But for the most part, this figure's great. I'm not going to go into depth with the scale too much, because you've seen how he scales with the Eustace Kid one. If you watch the Eustace Kid video, which I suggest you'd go and do, just because then you get a idea of how tall this figure is. Real quick, I'm not going to take her out of the box. I do have her here for the set of reviews that I planned on recording. But I mean, that's in the box, but I mean, bro is dwarfed when it comes to the size of Yamato here. But I mean, you got Vegeta here too. I'm not taking him out of the box right this moment, but I mean, these two together, paired up, beautiful. Like, and especially with, okay, I guess apparently in the box, Vegeta's still going to try to kick Goku's butt. But this Vegeta here, I'm going to love to do the review on. He pairs really well with this Goku, just because he's, you know, not atrociously tall, and he's not atrociously small either. But for the most part, 9 out of 10. This is a great Goku. If you don't have a base Goku, I would go with him first. I know you're going to be like, well, what about the Saiyan Raised on Earth Goku? Yeah, don't get me wrong, that figure is good. But for your first base Goku, I would definitely go with the Daima Goku. Which, I mean, it's up to you, but to me, I would go with the daima Goku. But see you guys in the next one.